As your summative assessment, you will need to do lots of fun tasks. To listen to exactly what you will need to do to get the best mark, keep listening. You will make a 3D model of a sweet you create. To do well, you will need to choose a net that matches the real shape of your sweet and construct it correctly. You will make a tally chart that you will use to record how many sweets you sell during your chocolate factory. The chart you make should have headings and a title, and should have enough rows to record data on each of your group members' sweets, including your own. During the chocolate factory, you will record how many sweets you sell on the tally chart that you made before. To do well, you should fill in your data properly and use tally marks correctly. Because you were only recording your own sweets sold on the tally chart during the factory, after the factory, you will need to meet with your group to record how many sweets each group member sold and put this on the tally chart. To do well, you will need to make sure you fill in the data properly and use tally marks correctly. Once you have the data showing how many sweets you and each of your group members sold in the mini factory, you will need to make a column or picture graph of that data. To do well, your graph should be filled in correctly and should have a title and headings. After doing that, you will need to look at the data on the tally chart. You will now need to make a new tally chart where you will sort the sweets that your group sold according to their shape. For example, if Amy sells 3 sweets that are in the shape of a cube, and Jake sells 5 sweets that are also shaped like a cube, that means you would have 8 tally marks next to the cube row. Once you have done all of this, you will answer questions about the data you have collected and graphed. Read the questions carefully and make sure you look at your tally charts and graph as you answer them. For your last task, you will work with your groups to find out which 5 of your class members' sweets sold the most. To do this, you will be reading information from a column graph that your teacher creates. To get the highest mark, you should work well with your group, read the data from the graph carefully and correctly choose the top 5 sold sweets.